my name is Beck, and you're Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring that little bell so you are notified when new videos drop. And oh, by the way, anybody who's wanted to catch my the recording of my live stream from last night. It was a good one. It was a real doozy. The Rabbi's going for a real cancellation adventure from this really weird guy, this Eddie guy. Anyway, so you'll see, you can see all about that, but you can't see it right now if you're in the UK because it's a region block because I played Space 1999 during it, and it's copyright claimed. So YouTube is cutting out the offending 71 seconds. And I guess it'll be back online soon enough. If not, I'll download it, I'll cut it out myself and re-upload it. Because it's a good live, it really is a good stream. I do recommend it. But honestly, I recommend everything I do. That's why I say like, share, subscribe. And it's actually genuine advice. You want to subscribe. You want to subscribe. You don't want to miss any of the bollocks or heresy, depending on your point of view. that I'm saying. Anyway, yes, okay, so hit the like button. That'd be great. Hit the share button. Freaking awesome! Hit that subscribe button. That will make a Rabbi ridiculously and insanely happy. A little bit too happy, I would say. Also, go check out my Indiegogo. It's in the video notes right now. 2 freaking awesome graphic novels is how I want to monetize the channel. I don't want to do memberships. I like offering things of worth. So these are 2 great graphic novels. If you get both of them, you get these series of art cards. Let's have a quick look at them because they're pretty darn nice. So we have a bit of a James Bondy one, For the Male Gaze, one of my favorites of all time. No Hanky Panky in the TARDIS. No Hanky Panky in the TARDIS. Judge Anderson looking resplendent in the cursed Earth morning. Space 1999 action. That's the next video I'm recording. My review of Big Finish's Space 99 Volume 1. Freaking awesome. That's good. And then finally, this year we just added I'm Sensing Strong Emotions, Captain. I'm Sensing Strong Emotions. Go check them. You can say, also you can. I think most backers are going to get this A3 print of that's just pretty darn awesome. Anyway, go check it out. If it's for you, go back it. If it's not for you, go share it. That would be wonderful. Fine. So let's read this article. I started talking about my live stream. I started reading it yesterday on my live stream. And I got like about halfway through. And I realized, it's just more bollocks. It's just more bollocks. There's just so much freaking bollocks. But I like a bit of bollocks to read, of a morning. So let's go over it, and we'll say it's another casting rumor, one I don't really believe. But listen, let's just see what they got to say and see where this, see if they give any source for this rumor. Whoa, what's going on over there? There you go. Come back. Fine. Jodie Whittaker's Doctor Who replacement. They haven't even confirmed she's leaving yet. There was all these rumors yesterday. There was going to be a big announcement at 2:00, right? I think the rumors came from the Eddie guy, right? The guy's trying to cancel me. There were all these rumors. As an embargoed news story that was going to drop at 2:00. And I really thought I thought that would be the announcement, right? Finding the announcement that she's leaving, because why wouldn't they announce it at this point? Maybe they want to try and do a surprise one, but it's not a surprise. I really don't know. I really don't. So that was the news. We were all like, what's the news? And it didn't come. There was no news. Nothing. So replacement. I assume she's leaving. Nobody's heard anything yet, have they? Nobody, none of us plebs. Jodie Whittaker's Doctor Who replacement connected to David Tennant. In what? In that he's a biped? A human biped? Doctor Who, Stunning and Brave, Jodie Whittaker. I edited the Stunning and Brave. Okay, I edited the Stunning and Brave. By the way, the reason this is all done as screen grabs rather than I'm just reading it off of their website, there are just a gazillion billion ads. And you can't see it, right? There's 2 minutes left to see. Over it, so you can't see it at all. So that's a screen grab. So now, what's it? I just noticed there's a WandaVision thing at the top. WandaVision Season 2, Marvel Boss shares disappointing update. Oh, thank God. The disappointing update, this is here. I'll zoom in so you know what I'm talking about. There. It says disappointing update. I hope that the disappointing update isn't they're making a season 2, right? I really haven't enjoyed WandaVision. It's been it's so MCU. Yeah, again, you want to listen to the live stream. And this guy on last night, I was trying to explain to him there's masculinity and femininity, and it's not bad that they're different, but they're different. And the problem with WandaVision, much the same the problem with Doctor Who, which is the same problem with Kathleen Kennedy's Star Wars, the sequel trilogy. When you take something that's like was designed really for 8-year-old boys, something designed for a young masculine outlook, and then you make it for a young feminine outlook, you make it for little girls, it just fails. It fails completely because the girls, most girls are not interested in it unless they are interested in it to start with. And if they're interested in it to start with, they normally want the more authentic version. So they're not interested in it because girls prefer My Little Pony or whatever, castles, princesses. And there's a block for them before Doctor Who, for Star Wars, for Star Trek, and again. Again, this is an announcement for the harder thinking out there, and oh boy, are there a lot of you. That's not saying it's a universal trait. No, it's not. No women can like Doctor Who. It's insane. In fact, no women can like the current Doctor Who. That's insane. Nobody's saying that. I'm saying we're talking about the generalities of normative human behavior, right? Yeah, normative human behavior. And it's this kid I had on. No, it wasn't a bad guess, but like. He just couldn't deal with that basic reality that the WandaVision was essentially a girl show being made in a boys franchise, right? Which is exactly what happened to Doctor Who. But Doctor Who, listen, at least WandaVision is reasonably entertaining and well done. Doctor Who is just garbage. And Jodie, in my opinion, if you love it, I'm glad for you like it. I'm glad somebody's getting something out of it. Boy, it's connected to David Tennant. Okay, right, that's a bit of a revelation. I'm glad I'm sitting down when I read that. Doctor Who's Jodie Whittaker. Maybe Judy Whittaker would have been better. Jodie Whittaker will reportedly step down from the TARDIS later this year when her third season as the Time Lord has come to an end. Yeah, it just makes sense. I don't know why they're schlepping it out. Like, why are they schlepping that out? There's a bit of a Jewy word. Why are you taking your time? Yeah, that's if you. It's what it sounds like. You're schlepping it out. Jodie Whittaker is rumored to be leaving the TARDIS after a third series of Doctor Who after becoming the first female Time Lord. The stunning and brave, played by Jodie Whittaker. Fans of the iconic BBC series, well, there's not many of us left. There's not many of them, and there's not many of us left now. The iconic BBC series are desperate to know who will replace her, and several names have been thrown into the mix, including including actor who shares a connection with Jodie and former Doctor Who David Tennant. Friday Night's Dinner, Tom Rosenthal, who I've never heard of. I've never seen Friday Night Dinner, but I should do because it's a pretty Jewy thing. So Friday Night Dinner, it's like I'm Orthodox, so on Friday night I go offline for 25 hours, from sundown for 25 hours, and you have a big family meal. You have a big family meal every week, and you have another lunch, like a Sunday lunch, on Saturday afternoon. Right, we do more, 12 o'clock-ish. But Friday Night Day, even if you're not religious, it's a very Jewish tradition, and that's what that's based on. I've never seen it. I've only seen clips on it. I thought it was pretty funny. But say Tom Rosenthal discussing potential replacements for Jodie. One fan compared the plebs actor to Tom Baker's iconic stint. That's fair enough. I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty open-minded for most people at this point, apart from Jodie Whittaker or Chris Chibnall. Honestly, if Chibnall's still there, it makes zero difference. It makes, I mean, they could hire a tub of lard. They could hire a cucumber. Or they could go the other way. They could hire what's his name, Michael Sheen. Is David Tennant? If not David, if Chris Chibnall's still there, it's always going to be garbage. It's always going to be unwatchable garbage. I think we've really worked that out now over the last 2 years, haven't we? That he can't do this job. He's somewhat over his head, but he's so over his head. I don't think he realizes how over his head he really is. On a Reddit forum, so this is where I gave up the story. We're reading it last night. Like, a Reddit, really? Is a Reddit post you're going after? Okay, on a Reddit forum, one fan posted, I don't think that the 14th Doctor will turn out to be Tom Rosenthal because he appeared in Broadchurch with David Tennant and Jodie Whittaker. So that's actually a good... a good theory because Chris General doesn't like going outside his Rolodex of people who he's already worked with, right? So, okay, so there's that going, in its favour, but it goes against the culture of the BBC, which they are absolutely not turning around, are they? They are going on this death spiral. Who knows how long they're going to go, but they are not turning around, and it's getting kind of noticeable right now. Sacha Dhawan, I'm pronouncing your name correctly. I'm terribly sorry. If he's he put out a thing yesterday. I saw it yesterday, saying he's noticed the BBC's game. He's noticed the entertainment industry game where they have lots of tokenism. They put different ethnic groups in front of the camera, and then they write them terribly. Normally, you're given like empty parts where they can't be human beings, right? It's just really, really bad. But it's still the same people directly behind the camera. We'll read that after this. They are not changing, and that's just not the BBC's culture. I can't see any possibility whatsoever of it being a white straight male, and I have no idea if he's a white straight male, but I think being a white male is bad enough in itself, but if he's white straight, forget it. He's a good comedian in real life, and I notice his name has been mentioned often. Yeah, he was banded around, I believe, when Capaldi was cast. Look, he's an interesting choice, and I do think the BBC do want to go for a comedian. They've noticed that with Jodie Whittaker is a charisma black hole. Like just a complete charisma black hole, and so I think they want something charismatic. They're talking about I said her name, I pronounced her name wrong. Eiling sang or other, was an Irish comedian. That was the latest rumor, and honestly, most of these rumors are bollocks, aren't they? They're just bollocks, and we're really not going to be able to know any of them in hindsight. But yeah, that's just kind of the fun of fandom. You go. We talk about this stuff. We just talk. The younger fans don't understand that. They really don't. There's one guy, Mr. TARDIS, whatever. I can't remember. Mr. Fluffy, whatever his name is, right? He had a whole tirade about me the other day because I had a thumbnail saying Jodie Whittaker to regenerate in space prison? And because it was a question, that was a rumor, and he I don't think he knows what a question mark is. I don't think any of these fans understand. I don't think they understand much about much. Is the problem. He's a good comedian. I knows him around a lot. I think it makes sense that he will reveal to be the new Doctor. I can see his Doctor being a parallel to the Tom Baker's. Okay, well that's okay. It's one guy's idea on Reddit. How's he gonna schlep this out for a whole rest of the article? Bookmakers Betfair has placed odds on the next time for the next Time Lord, and this isn't the first time Tom's name has been thrown in the ring. They're universally useless, right? They're universally useless. Bookies odds, I think. Betfair spokesperson Sam Rossbottom, blimey, he must have had a rough time at school. Come here, Rossbottom. I hope you didn't go to a public school. Really? Okay, said whoever places Jodie Whittaker will have a tough act to follow. I was reasonably regretting laughing at your name. Now I'm not. The Huddersfield actress has won the hearts of Whovians across the world. No, she hasn't. What the hell? Okay, you are the guy setting the odds. You are delusional. Listen, you could probably do well by placing a bet with Betfair because the guy setting their odds is in a different freaking universe to the rest of us. The bookmakers have priced Tom at 10-1 to be the next Doctor. Going on ventures in the TARDIS. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. 10-1, yeah. That's bad odds. That's very bad odds. If you have a 10-1 chance of living, you're not doing good, right? That's bad odds. That's not good odds. Former Death in Paradise star Chris Marshall, who everybody says is the favourite, and I don't see it at all. Again, firstly, I don't see him as being so Doctor Who-y, right? I think there's a lot of people they could get better. I just don't see it being a white guy, right? I don't see them being able to do that. While Shameless actress Maxine Peake, let me think. Yeah, okay. Here's a weird thing. I never got into the English Shameless. I tried to. My problem was I watched the American Shameless first, and I have a theory. Your first contact with something you like is always your favorite version of that, right? That's why people's doctors they grew up with is really their favorite doctor, and a lot of times. I mean, unless you're a crazy fan like me, and I just adore all of them, right? I just love all of them all the time. But like, you have that special connection. So the first time I saw Shameless was the American version with was it William H. Macy? And I thought it was brilliant, right? Yeah, was it Emmy Ross? And then I went back and watched the English version after I saw the first season, the American version. And I was like, I couldn't get into it. I didn't like the original guy, whoever his name is, and it just looked cheap, and it didn't work. So, but Maxine Peake, she's been Dinner Ladies. I don't know. I mean, if you're going to go for a female doctor, she seems. I don't know. I haven't seen her in anything that made me think she could do it. Game of Thrones, Natalie Dormer, yeah, that would have been a much better choice than Jodie Whittaker, because I think she's an intelligent actress, right? I think she's a genuinely intelligent actress, and I think that's what the role needs, and I don't think that's what the role has right now. Jodie doesn't strike me as being particularly smart. Okay, it's just like it's been a very dumb portrayal, right? And again, she's had bad direction from Chris Chibnall, but still, it's her job to like pull out a performance out of it somehow. Bradley Walsh did. He's about the only one who did in that whole production. 2017, Tom took to Twitter to address rumors he'll be he was set to play Peter Capaldi before Jodie's tenure was announced. He joked, "For those asking me if I'm the next Doctor, unfortunately I have to keep it under wraps for my friends." Betfair accounts. One eager fan replied, "You would be awesome as a Doctor." Okay, well, one fan said it. Must be. And somebody else said, "OMG, I would be so happy if this was true." Come on, Tom. It's not up to him. It's not up to him, man. It's okay. I love Friday Night Dinner. I could get behind this. A third fan check. Listen, I think it sounds like it might be good. Meanwhile, Pearl Mac is Bill Potts, the 12 Toxic Companion, could be returning to the show. No, she isn't. I am. Okay, I'll say that bit categorically, but why would she do that? I don't understand any agent letting an established actor onto this show, which is it's gonna be a disaster. Like, I think John Bishop, and I have never seen him. I have no idea what he's like. In that teeny clip we saw of him, he seemed vaguely human, right? He seemed like a relatable human being. And he's again stand-up comedian. Stand-up comedians know how to relate to people. So, but I think he's in it for like 4 or 5 episodes. He may survive it, right? He'll be like, "Listen, I needed a job," which is what he said at the Radio Times. I wasn't going to do it, and then all the stand-up venues closed, all the theaters closed, and I'm like, "Yeah, I'll take this for So he needs this like few months of work, but I think he can just get in and get out. But if you more than that, I think if you're if you're an established actor with a good resume going on this show right now, look, you can be forgiven for season 12 because nobody knew when everyone was hired for season 12. They didn't know how bad season 11 was going to go down, and but now they know how bad season 12 went down before they started filming. So I don't know. Any agent not stopping their client go on, I think is doing a bad job, but they might just not know. But again, it's their job to know. Meanwhile, Pearl McLemore could be revealing Pearl starred alongside Peter Capaldi and could accompany a different Doctor this time. Well, okay, that's interesting. Listen, I like Bill Potts. I like Bill Potts a lot. I think it was unfortunate that she had to keep talking about being a lesbian, right? It's like, it's 2017. Nobody cares. Again, I know. When Doctor Who came back in 2005, and Mickey was black and Rose was white, and Captain Jack was super gay, super bi, super omnisexual. Nobody cared. Nobody batted an eyelid. It wasn't a big deal. Like, no one's saying, oh, we can't have any of that. Oh, no, no, no. No one's saying that. Absolutely not. And I am a Bible-thumping rabbi creationist. You know, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. They were great. Write people as characters, and everyone's going to get behind you. Write them like the direct you're writing. No one's going to want to watch it. In a recent interview, she said, it's definitely not something I've ruled out. Oh, okay, well, that's good to know. It was a couple of years ago. I was on Doctor Who, but I still feel really close to Bill, and I do feel like she's very much part of me. I can see them doing a Big Finish thing. Oh man, I would love there to be some Capaldi Big Finish. I really would. I just see this other article here. So this one says, doubts about Doctor Who were sexism. That's his begging not to be cancelled because they had an article going out when he said, I doubted Jodie Whittaker when I first heard her. That was a mistake. Don't say that. The mob will eat you alive. So yeah, this is begging not to be cancelled. Please don't cancel me. Where are we? It was a couple of years ago. I was on my film very much, and I feel like I sort of like miss her. I have to go back to her again. Yeah, look, Big Finish. I'm going to circle her, no question. And it was an amazing story that was written about her and her experiences at meeting the Doctor. But it's such a great show, and I will be crazy to say no. So, she told told Radio Times. Yeah, you'll be crazy to say yes. You'll be crazy to say yes. Why would you be crazy to say yes? Well, Sacha Dhawan has noticed something. Sacha Dhawan has noticed a little bit insidious that BBC isn't diverse at all. They're not doing any form of diversity and inclusivity. They're doing tokenism. Tokenism is tokenism is what racists do when they want to convince themselves they're not racist. Right, so let's see what he's going to say. It's still too white behind the lights. So you know what? I agree with him. I 100% agree with him. And I think if you want to have a more diverse and inclusive BBC with more diverse and inclusive programming, take whatever the percentage of whatever demo, like a 20% of the programming, if 20% of the country is black or whatever the demographic is, take that and put that resources to like that ethnicity's programming when it's like created by people from that ethnic group. And normally speaking, when you get people from minority ethnic groups creating content, it's normally joyous. It's normally fun. You know, look at Desmond's. You remember that great sitcom from the 80s about the was it Jamaican or the black barber shop in Brixton? It was in Brixton, right? It was just fun. Tyler Perry movies. They're just fun. They're joyous. When you have the same white people, who scream about racism all the time, with the same white people making shows about black people, you get garbage. You get garbage that preaches to you. You get Doctor Who, essentially, right? Ooh, you can save planets or you can wreck them. Oh, great, lovely. Sacha Dhawan says he wants to stop feeling lucky to just have a place at the table and use his position to improve representation of creators from British South Asian backgrounds in the entertainment industry. Again, listen, I am so against identity. Identity politics and what's that word again? What's that? It's like hiring. Diversity. Yeah, diversity hires. I'm so against that, and I'm so on board for this. Because he's 100% right. The History Boys and Doctor Who actor told BAFTA Masterclass event, look behind the scenes, which the audience don't see, and it's still very white. And it is. And it's white people peddling this whole racism lie. This lie that England is essentially a racist country. It's not. It's not. English people, generally speaking, people from the Western world aren't racist. They just aren't. I won't lie, and we do need to be changing that. Yeah, I think if you change that, you would actually have real diversity. Meanwhile, he says South Asian actors are sometimes sidelined as seen as not being hot enough, or you look, really? I don't know, not being hot enough and not being good looking. I think he's a very handsome chap. Sacha Dhawan. I do. I think it's very handsome chat. I loved his enthusiasm for the role of the Master. I felt very bad he was given garbage to work with. And he played him like the meddling monk. Yeah, he would have been a great meddling monk, for that matter. But boy, we are so beautiful. Okay, look, okay, dude, you look pretty good to me. I don't know what to tell you. You look pretty good to me. Yeah, listen, I posited the idea a while ago that the guy who really should take over running Doctor Who, the showrunner, should be Noel Clarke. I think he would be a great. Like a great guy to get, because his writing, his directing is just fantastic. I think they should be showrunner and star of Doctor Who. And again, I am not a fan of hiring somebody based on their identity. It feels a bit strange now that there hasn't been a black Doctor Who, right? It should have happened, I think, in the 80s with the Colin Baker era. It feels like, I thought Patterson Joseph was going to get the role instead of Matt Smith. And I love Matt Smith. I love his run. And I know they go for the best person for the job, and Capaldi they want to do, but it just feels a bit weird at this point. Again, I think if they hired a black actor in the 80s instead of Colin Baker, love you, Colin Baker, I love you, it would have revitalized the show, and I think we would have gone in a very different direction. Probably you could have got a better actor as well, but now it's just kind of weird. It hasn't happened. There you go. So we looked at a rumor of a new Doctor, and Sacha One notices the BBC is full of crap. So there you go. My name is Elon Beck, and you are Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring that little bell so you are notified when new videos drop.